All right, we're going to go over a couple rules for removing a student. Like I was telling you before, if the bus is in an accident, that lift is jumping around, it could have broke a pin, so we're going to have to evacuate a wheelchair student or a student that's injured. We use evacuation blankets. There's 2 on every school bus, every special needs school bus. There's none on regular buses, only on all the special needs. They're usually located near the lift or near the back of the bus. And what we'll do is you can pull these things out and they have handholds on it. When you pick them up out of the seat, you're basically going to pick them up and lay them down on top of that blanket. And the reason we do that is sometimes some of those wheelchairs are battery operated and they weigh 350, 400 pounds. Then you add a kid to it. Our age are not going to pick up those 600 pounds and put them out the back door. So to get them off the bus, to evacuate them because of fire or something, we have to use the blankets. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get a couple of y'all and I'm going to actually show you a little rule that we've showed them to cheat. Even if the bus is on fire, we actually have them close the back door and put that handle down. The reason is when you're pulling that thing backwards, and I'll show you. When you're pulling backwards like this and you got a hold of them, because most of the time our buses now have actually this same seat here is on this side. It's a lot wider aisle. But when you're pulling on this thing backwards, you're not looking behind you because the bus is probably going to have smoke in it. If you walk out that door, the first thing, you're not going to turn loose of that thing, so now you're going to pull the student and the other person out on top of you. So what we say is that before you pull this blanket out that back door, reach and close the door. So when you bump into it, you know you're at the door. Then you turn around, and when you turn around to open the door, the other person on the other end of this blanket should try to get, if they can get back out the front, they'll go back out the front to come around to help you. If not, then basically you got to get out the door, and it is a pretty good distance off the ground. So we don't want them getting injured. So you got to be real careful about what you do. So whenever you're pulling the blanket, make sure the door is closed. Smoke's not going to go out this door no faster than it does anywhere else on this bus, because especially on special needs, all the windows are going to be up anyway. So all the smoke's going to fill the bus anyway. But if you back out that door, you'll know when you hit the ground and the child winds up on top of you. The aide's going to be trying to grab a hold, so what's she going to do? She's going to go right out the door with you. So we're going to get a couple of y'all to get on it.
And keep in mind, we always tell them if you have kids you can utilize those children. You'll be surprised all of a sudden a CF Taylor type kid will help. They don't mind. They obviously they don't want to be on. They're not going to just go off the bus cussing and stuff. They're going to help. You'd be surprised that behavior. All of a sudden they're trained. And so I don't mean that against Eric, but you know. Anyway, but use who you can use. If they're available to help, use them, and you'll be surprised how much they step up. So.
We're going to get a couple of y'all if you want to. Y'all can grab a little blanket on this end, and then we can get one of y'all just to get on that end and kind of help guide it.
Did you tell them why they're head first?
Yeah, we always do head first because if you have to drop when you go out, it's going to be the feet. Okay. So we're trying to support the head. Because most of those children that are in you're going to have to put like this already have a lot of medical problems anyway. And one of the things we make students who understand whenever you take a child out of a wheelchair.
You can bring them back here, Devin.
Is unhook the seat
out that way.
Yeah.
There's a seat belt on the chair with it, and then